What's up, Toy Fam, and welcome back to your Totally Cool channel. You're probably wondering, why is this box facing down on the table? That's because we decided to do away with the sleeve. We'll be dealing with the SilverHawks. It's Transformers Thursday, so we're dealing with SilverHawks. We're down to our last 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 4 figures. We're still trying to look for 2 more. Coming from Wave 3, we're still trying to look for Commander Stargazer and Molecular. But we just have a surprise for you because we got the Copper Kid 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we got the Copper Kid and the Racer. So that's going to be on this channel. In the meantime, we're just wrapping things up with the last few of our on-hand SilverHawks. This one being one of the more gentler, one of the more humane characters of the SilverHawks world. None other than Steelheart, the Power Twins. No, not the Power Twins, the Steel Twins. We featured Steel Will a few episodes ago. We'll put the link in the comment section or in the description box so you can watch that review. Not one of our best work. Well, it's work is good, but the toy itself, not too good. So we're hoping that the twin does not live up to the other one's reputation. So far, we've had kind of reviews for SilverHawk Super7, but Super7 Ultimates still promises figures that are true to the source material, and they really, I mean, forget about the whole playability thing. For those of you who have watched our previous episodes on Super7 SilverHawks, you know that playability is not their key strength. However, their posability, their shelf appeal, their color, their paint scheme, just really pops. So if you don't really want to play with them, just put them on display, then these may be the figures for you. So with that, let's look at Steelheart. Now, on the back, it says Steelheart has a drawing, an illustration of her. Okay, says here, Steelheart, SilverHawk Sergeant, is a human law enforcement officer modified into a cyborg to withstand the effects of hyper-travel through space. This grants her enhanced physical abilities such as strength, agility, and speed, just like the others. She has a hawk-like faceplate that covers her face while flying or fighting, just like the others, as well as built-in wings for atmospheric and space flying or gliding. She has built-in lasers in her arms for combat and retractable talons in her feet for attacking while flying. Steelheart is very intelligent and level-headed. So when her twin is more of brute strength, brace yourself, break a bone kind of guy, she's level-headed and intelligent. She always knows how to keep herself out of danger. Technical skills are also highly valuable in keeping the SilverHawks technology ahead of the Limbo Mob. She's more of she's the brains of the operation. Okay? Aside from being a warrior herself, she's also the tech guy, tech girl, tech lady. So that's Steelheart, and let's open her up. Probably one of the few female characters we've unboxed. We're going to have more of them when we go into probably the G.I. Joes. Out of the entire collection, the G.I. Joes and the X-Men have more female characters. Well, not more, but they have more female characters compared to, say, the SilverHawks. Thundercats. Thundercats probably have about 3 or 4. Transformers has 1 to 5. Not a lot of female characters. So this is, and come to think of it, I don't know if I'm correct. Come to think of it, Steelheart is probably the only prominent female character of the SilverHawk series. And I'm about 90% sure she's the only female SilverHawk. Okay? If I'm wrong, put it in the comment section. I'm glad to hear from you. So let's open her up. Open the flap. Open the flap. And let's pull her out of her plastic prison. Okay. okay. Not bad. As usual, not bad. Silverhawks has this thing of really just catching your attention when they're in the box and when you first take them out of the box. But the more you explore them, kind of keep falling apart on you. But let's take a closer look. As a 2 clamshell design, okay, this one is very limited. It only has the blast effects from the shoulder laser. It has the arms without the hands, with the wings, okay, and her pet hawk. I don't know what her name, what the name of the hawk is. Let's put it in the comment section. Put it somewhere here, okay. The name of the hawk is somewhere here, okay. So this hawk does not have, well, it does look like it's flying, okay, and it looks like it could work well by standing on her arm. So let's put this aside. Okay, is this a double clamshell? No, it's just push it and it pops out. Onto the main figure. Okay, yeah, she has 2 hawks. This one with the wings folded, probably to look like it was nesting or resting on her arm. This one's flying in a flying motion. Okay, we have 3 extra set of hands. Okay, and just like the other Silverhawks, she has a robotic arm, a fully robotic arm. Okay, and a partially human arm. Okay, hence you have the human hands. Okay, she has 2 different face, 2 different head sculpts. One has the mask on, and the other one has the serious face. Actually, they look really, really similar. So I don't know why you need another one. But before we get into that, let's take her out of the box. Okay. I think it's better to do it from the front. From the front. Be careful not to nick the figure. So it's either you have a very thin, slim scissors or cutter. As per usual, we pull her out by the arm, and the rest follows. Yeah. Okay. Probably one of the, aside from the Copper Kid, this is probably one of the smaller figures. Petite is not a word I would use for a figure with such a big presence. Okay, I'm starting to see some criticism-worthy items, but let's start from the head. As usual, the head, left, right, okay. It can't, again, if she tries to fly, she's going to look like she's swimming. She's going to bump her head on a telephone pole or something, because she can't look forward. She can't look forward. It's just straight down. Okay? Just like the other Silverhawks, there is no waist movement. There is a torso twist. Okay? She's got a better torso twist because her twist is all the way up here, and her trunks or her girdle or whatever is not separate from the torso. Okay? So it's molded into it, one piece. And I think when you do this, when you move it forward, still tight. Okay, be careful not to break it. If it doesn't give much, it's gonna break. So be careful. Just slow it. That's as far as it goes. Okay, at least for now. The arms, yeah, anatomically correct arms. Moves out like this, like she's like doing ballet. The elbows, okay, pretty good, pretty okay, but just one hinge, singular hinge. And then you have the bicep twist, but not much, but not by much. Okay. Knees. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful about this because Bluegrass had a crack on the knee. Okay, this is again a single jointed knee. Okay, it's okay. It doesn't have any resistance, but it's still tight. And the feet. This is the weird part of the Silverhawks. Look at their feet. It's like always ready to have a sprain because it rolls the ankle left and right, and ankles are not supposed to do that. Supposed to go move forward, up and down, but that's just weird. Okay, so those are the talents that we were talking about earlier. Okay, so she can do this when she's flying. Okay, the feet pointed out, not by much, not by much. Still, the head looks down. Okay. See, see this one. Okay. So not much, not much. Just that. Oh, does it have any articulation? No, no articulation. So I think the best way to pose her would be like this. See, that's where it really gets disappointing. Okay, now that is good, because even with something standing on her arm, the balance is still there. There's no tip. She doesn't tip over. Okay, she doesn't tip over. She's pretty stable. And I'm quite sure that even if we use the other hawk with its wings spread out, it's still gonna be okay. So the other hands, you have one hand gripping a weapon, although she doesn't have a weapon. That's weird. She doesn't come with a blaster or anything, and she has the hand chop and the fist. So very limited. I'm I'm flabbergasted by the fact that she's not as well equipped as the other SilverHawks. Again, we still have Monstar, we still have a Copper Kid, and we still have Quicksilver. But for now, this is the figure is solid. Okay, figure is solid, but it's just not enough for me. It's a couple of blast effects, a couple of arms, extra arms. It's just not enough, for its price, which we'll go into later. So let's just jump into the toy review. Okay, I am not disappointed by this figure. The figure itself is pretty solid. Okay, girl power. They couldn't have done her any better, being the only female character that we've reviewed for the SilverHawks. But off the bat, out of the box, like all the other Super 7s, and like I said during my intro, all the other Super 7s just really have a way of jumping at you while they're in the box, and when you open them up, when you look at them up close, they just have a way of jumping at you and say, there's something special about this. Unfortunately, that's where it ends. The moment you pull them out, the moment you try to move some of the joints, if it's not loose, it's coming off. If it's not coming off, some of them have cracks. So again, I may just have had bad luck in terms of the items that I received or the individual specific toys that I got. But it has become a consistent theme that Super 7 SilverHawks are really posable toys. They're more display toys. They're not toys. They're not. You can't. There has to be a stretch of imagination to get them to where you want them to be. They're like 2025 toys, 21st century toys with 20th century technology. I mean, they could have done this back in the 80s, and all it is an improved version with more articulation points. But other than that, it's still the same. It's very limited. So out of the box, it's still a 4 out of 5 for me. But playability takes a very big hit because of that neck movement, that neck tilt. Again, when you're flying, you'll face forward. Okay? When I used to swim, the coaches would tell me, when you're swimming, you look down at the floor of the pool so that water flows through your head. Now, when you're flying, you shouldn't look like you're swimming. I mean, you see Superman fly. He's facing forward, like I'm sitting now. I'm facing up, so she's supposed to be looking at the camera right now, but she's not. And all of the other SilverHawks don't. So I'm still peeved by that. So that's a major limitation for the playability. Desk appeal. So playability is a 2 out of 5. Desk appeal is, I'll give it a 4. The colors are just amazing. They got the paint job right. So pretty cool. Even the accent of the head, where you have robotic hair. You know, you've got lines on the head, and it looks like she's got hair, but it's made of metal. It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. Plus, I love the fact that she has the blue strip on the leg and on the arm. Okay, that's pretty true to the original. So original appeal is 3 out of 5. Yeah. I'm just disappointed by the fact that she has very limited accessories and no weapon. She has no weapon. She only has these alternate arms with the holes, and you can put the blast effects into them. So, pretty disappointing. Yeah, and I'm also seeing some scratches along the way, but it's not much to make a fuss about. Okay, price point for very limited accessories, it's too much. It's too expensive at 3,000 pesos. It's about $60 to $65. Oh, $55 to $60, and it's too much. Especially for very limited accessories, no weapon. You know, look at the posture. Is there a real person that stands like that? I know it's a toy, but even Barbie doesn't stand like that. And the face just looks, you know. Anyway, so price, 2.5. 2. For something that much, it has to be a little bit cheaper. And it's smaller than the other figures. So, less plastic, right? So therefore, the cost should be less. Overall, I'd give it a 2. Not because this figure has been tainted by the others we've reviewed before it, but because it's really following a pattern. Super 7 Ultimates, SilverHawks at least, good to be displayed, not to be played with. Okay? So with that ends our review and unboxing of Steelheart from the Super 7 Ultimate SilverHawks line. Be sure to click on the like button if you like this video or any others that we've posted. Make sure to smash that subscribe button so that you'd be able to view all of our other videos. Don't forget to hit that bell button so you'd be notified for any future contents that we have. All of our videos are now posted in playlists. So if you're in the Super 7, if you like SilverHawks and anything 80s or 90s, you go to our Throwback Thursday playlist, just like this one is going to go into. If you like Transformers, we have Transformers Tuesdays playlist, and we also have the Superhero Saturday playlist. Now, Superhero Saturday will be superheroes and supervillains, if that makes sense. But for now, I leave you with this toy, and I hope if you love the SilverHawks, get it, but you have to love them really, 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 really love them. You have to really love them a lot for this to grow on you. If you're a casual collector, I'd probably stay away. So make sure to follow us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok, where all of these other videos will also be posted. And thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this episode. See you on the next episode. Remember, toys are not just cool, they're totally cool. So happy collecting. Bye.